see you there. What are you doing? You're tuning in to see another video? Okay. I didn't even know I had to upload today, but when is the last time I even uploaded on this channel? Like, for real, like a real upload. Mordecai and Rigby, what can I say? They've been carrying me right now. Like, Mordecai and Rigby, straight carrying me. Regular show, carrying me. Shout out to regular show. But hey, I see all these new people coming to see this regular show. No, you're gonna see the regular me. That's what we're gonna see here. Anyway, guys, I gotta go, but y'all enjoy the video, cause you know, I didn't even know you were in here. Sorry about that. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome back, bro. It's been a while since I made a real upload on this channel, bro. Shout out to everybody that's been just here with me, bro, taking their time, enjoying the regular show content that I have been posting, dude. Seriously, shout out to regular show. They've gotten me so many subscribers. Shout out to Mordecai and Rigby. They got me so many new people. They've almost got me to 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to that, man. I was at 1.09 for a while. Shout out to every new subscriber. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that the actual content has just not been being posted. I've been sitting over here on Mordecai and Rigby for so long. I honestly forgot that I even had a channel that was trying to do something. A community that I genuinely do believe in, and I genuinely have actually enjoys like what I like, because based off community posts and just many other things that I have posted, I am genuinely at the point that I think I can post stuff at a level that you will enjoy and really watch. So because of that, I'm finally doing a video over that I actually did a long time ago. This video is none other than Sailor Moon Everything Wrong With You Season 1. Or Everything Wrong with Sailor Moon Season 1. I never actually, how do I put this? I never got around to ever coming back to that series, and I never actually took that series anywhere because it got copyrighted off YouTube, because back then I was a dummy and didn't understand how copyright worked. But at this point in time, I have learned how to deal with that, and I will indeed be making this video a whole lot better and a whole lot more interesting, intriguing, and more valuable to your time. You will enjoy this video, I'm sure of it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into Everything Wrong with Sailor Moon Season 1. Sailor Moon Season 1 is what I like to call one of the most interesting seasons to a starting of the show. Not only was it filled to the brim with filler, but it just genuinely left you with a distaste in your mouth that you just didn't like when you got through with all of it. Considering the fact that I actually rewatched some of Sailor Moon through Sailor Moon Crystal, and the fact that I haven't seen Sailor Moon in about 2 years since I actually made that original upload of that video, I frankly just have to be quite honest with you here. Sailor Moon had to get rewatched. And because of that, I have had nothing more to think about than simply just redoing this entire series and genuinely breaking down why that season genuinely failed and overall wasn't really as good as many people think it is or maybe thought it was. And it's one of the reasons why Sailor Moon is regarded as one of the non-old generation big three, but let's be honest, it is. But not that that actually matters here, because I have a couple of problems with the show that I generally have to get out. Starters with is the entire plot of the show. Usagi Tuscano, or if you want to call her that, or you could just call her Serena, that's what they call her in the English version of the show if you watch it on 4Kids, is a princess from the moon, and she is sent to the earth by her mom, and it's just okay. Basic anime plot. I mean, I guess for back then this wasn't too big of a deal, considering there wasn't that many genres out back then. That kind of did this thing. But the point is generally speaking, Sailor Moon was always about the, how do I put this, magic girl anime. I mean, she's literally the pioneer of it, from my opinion, if not over many other anime decisions and choices in the future. But the problem with her just genuinely resonates back to her horrible episode scheduling and horrible episodes in general. In one of the episodes in this very season, Usagi is seen being lazy and not wanting to go to school. It's kind of a part of her character, and that's not something I want to take away. But it's just genuinely kind of annoying to watch her sometimes. Even though I'm a genuine fan of the show, I kind of just like the other characters a lot more sometimes. For example, when it's between Usagi and Ray, for example, those two are like rivals but best friends at heart. But in the new version, the Crystal version, this is not really shown all that much or very even often, in my opinion. It kind of just seems like they're best friends the regular way. In the original show, it was kind of just proven that they were just like not close at all, and that was just something that we thought was a thing, but it really wasn't. And another point to that is that in general, the show in season just was kind of off in a lot of ways that frankly just kept me in a, how do I put this, slump for a while. There's an episode about the diamond, and then there was an episode that just had nothing to do with it. There was an episode they went to this island. There was an episode they went to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're really taking us everywhere. There's an episode about a gym. And then the show is just kind of like repetitive, really bad, and really could just got fixed. I understand it's filler, but the filler was just so unbearable that, frankly speaking, I really was not all that interested. Usagi gets no power ups until the last episode where they fight besides the crystal. It's almost like they don't really care about the other characters all that much, except for exploring them only long enough to, hey, these are Usagi's friends. And Venus just comes out of nowhere, literally nowhere, at the end almost of the season. It's really interesting how that worked in the original. Unlike the Crystal version, which gets hurt relatively quickly. The point of what I'm trying to make here is that the original and Crystal counterparts are much different, and in my opinion, I would just go watch the Crystal version. Usagi's still gonna be a crybaby either way, that's her character, but hey, at least she's not having beach parties and going to the gym talking about what you need to do with your life and all this other crap, because that was just genuinely unsettlingly stupid. And I don't really understand why 4Kids kept trying to ruin Japanese anime with these 4Kid versions. It's just really just horrible. It really just ruined everything. Queen Beryl has got to be like the worst villain I've ever seen in my life. She kept letting people do her job for her for no reason. Like, no reason at all. Just doing her job when she could have just attacked them all at once or lured them here or done something. Her last plan succeeded because guess what? It just was the end of the season. They got tired of making this stuff because such a horrible villain, horrible character. Frankly speaking, I don't really understand how you get away with this stuff. It just really was unsettling, didn't really work, and it really just wasn't entertaining. Usagi turning into Queen Moon, or if you want to say here, I don't even know, Sailor Guardian Ultra Super Girl or something, the beat Beryl was not at all entertaining because we already knew it was going to happen. She's the main character. She physically, or magically anyways, gotta be the strongest. And the point of it is, I understand that this was old and that, yeah, the super, especially the girl, if there was a main character, has to win if it's, magical base show or whatever. But the point is, it's just so predictable. Queen Beryl did nothing but get bodied, and she really wasn't even all that interesting of a character. At least the other villains in the future, which I'll get to on later seasons, were at least a little bit more interesting. But Queen Beryl just wanted one thing, and that was to find the stupid crystal. Getting back to that crystal was the main whole thing of this entire season, outside of finding the other Sailor Guardians. Which in the original was like that, but in the other one, really didn't take all that long. So what this kind of ended up becoming was this really unstupid way of saying we need to power up the main character by allowing her to get this crystal, even though it was discovered that, wait, she had it all along. Yeah, wow, isn't that like actually retarded? Anyways, the point of this is that basically emotions are important. Yeah, this is what Sailor Moon was teaching you. Emotions are important when you're like 14, 13, or 10. Nobody cares about this. This is why we all went to watch Spider-Man or go watch Marvel or something. We didn't care about emotions back then. And this is why Sailor Moon just, season 1 specifically, did not hit. They just, their filler was better, honestly, for kids because they just were so random and so unorganized that it worked for kids better than the actual plot of the show did. Which is kind of why I give them a little credit for the filler. If the filler was actually good, because half of the time it was just Ray and Usagi arguing that led to stupid, dumb losses in fights almost half the time. And the plot-driven side boss characters weren't all that great either, like Zeldin, whatever the other guy's name was. Seriously, like, who are these guys? Like, why are they the main problem in every episode? Like, why couldn't Beryl have done one thing herself instead of having her henchmen do everything. It just really toned down the intensity of the situations. And frankly speaking, I don't really understand why they kept going in this direction when, frankly, it really wasn't even a direction in the first place. At least the next seasons had a real direction that really correlated to a story or had something dark or something serious happen. This just felt like we knew that superhero was gonna win in the end, or hero, or magical girl, or whatever you want to say was gonna win. I mean, seriously, I can't really disprove or argue against anybody that didn't think Usagi was going to just one-shot Barrel when she got her imp, which we all knew she was going to get. Anyways, though, that's pretty much all the things I have to say about season 1 and how horrible it literally was. Thank you guys for getting me to 1,800, 802. I suck at numbers. But thank you guys for getting me to that. That's, oh my god, that's phenomenal, man. It's a story that I could never truly grapple with. But thank you for doing that. And if you did enjoy this video, please sure leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and notification bell to be informed about new videos. And please tell me if you enjoyed this video so I can keep it coming or stop it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and deuces.